Dude, we were out of playoff contention in mid-February. I mean, come on.
That's rough, bro.
It was rough. Like, my guitar player, I remember before the season, we're like, yo, we're going to go to a couple Flyers games, right? Like, yeah, fuck yeah, dude. And all of a sudden, it's like, he's like, well, tickets opened up. Do you really want to see this shitty team? Nah, not really. I mean, he hates wrestling, and he said he'd rather go to a WWE show than a Flyers game right now.
Ouch.
That hurts.
Yeah.
I'd take that motherfucker to WWE Live when they come through.
Oh, and the funny thing is, like, is your girl still wrestling? I'm like, no, she's hurt. No. He's like, it sucks. I'd rather want to go.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Fucking hilarious.
Yeah. All right, let's.
Yeah, so
hopefully this will work now and not take a complete utter shit. I don't know why, because it seems like when it's running 60 frames, the fucking Wi-Fi decides the KBs decide to fucking take a shit on it.
well, you know what happened? It's that we were expected to be good this season. And whenever the Flyers are expected to do anything except suck,
You're never expected to do good. You haven't been expected to do good in the last 5 fucking years.
no. All right, the year we lost to the Islanders, basically we're saying when COVID happened, we had a chance to win the cup and then we fucked up. Dude, we weren't expected to do shit. Nobody was like, yeah, whatever. And all of a sudden the Flyers came out of nowhere. We're like, all right, that's cool. And then this year it's like, oh, well, the Flyers have a legitimate shot after da-da-da-da. And like, yeah, okay. We're like, all right, here we go. And then 2 months in, we're like, yeah, we're done.
Yeah, and so do the
We fire a fucking coach.
Yeah, and so do the Sixers.
Yeah. We fire Vigneault, have another coach. We fucking suck balls. I mean, we have one of the best goalies in the league, but it doesn't help when the guy's getting shot on 70 fucking times a game. Yeah, Hart's one of the best goalies in the league when he's not getting shot on 70 fucking 80 times a game.
There's no... Okay, so looking through, we have no basketball news. Shocker. Brittany Griner's the only bit of news, and I mean, there's nothing really new from that.
So what do we all think of the heel turn?
Cora Jade, I really could care less, because I think she's actually hurt. I think Roxy's actually hurt, so I really could care less about that whole thing right now. In all honesty,
I don't know if she's hurt. Who knows? But it's like, why put the straps on them and then break them up?
unless she's hurt.
I don't know if she is legitimately hurt. Who knows?
All right.
But
So we do have basketball news. A new rule is going to be implemented next year.
Okay, what's that rule?
If there is any intentional fouls, here we go. Board of Governors unanimously approved a new rule adding heightened penalties when a defender intentionally fouls an offensive player in transition. The league announced Tuesday. The new penalty, the offensive team will receive one free throw taken by any player on the floor and then get the ball back. So it's the college rule. They're getting it's a shot plus ball.
Right.
So that's huge especially in pros because that game that swings a lot of shit.
Yeah.
So what happens now?
Intentional fouls, it's the old college rule. It's a free throw plus the ball for a breakaway intentional foul.
So no more intentional fouls.
No, there's going to be intentional fouls. They're saying like if it's a breakaway.
So wait, what?
For breakaway intentional fouls. So like if a guy's driving and you wrap him up, it's 1 plus the ball instead of.
Okay, so if a guy's going for a so if a guy's basically going for, say, a transition shot where it's like just him and one defender, and the defender fouls him, then what?
And then it's a free throw plus the ball if it's not a shooting foul.
So it'll be a shooting foul?
It's one in the ball. It's one shot plus the ball.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's almost a technical foul.
Yeah, but it's personal. It's still classified as a personal foul.
It's a technical foul.
Thank you.
It's a technical foul.
Okay, so basically that means whenever Ben Simmons decides to run away and try to do a jam, foul him because he can't make the fucking shot anyway. Yeah, you got the ball back, but who gives a shit? You foul him again.
No, it's taken by anybody on the floor. It's going to be taken by anybody on the floor. So if Ben Simmons, granted, that's if Durant's there by next year.
Not even the East Coast yet. So good luck with that, Damien. Hey, and you talked to somebody that was there, she did something after it. So I have no problem with it. I mean, I have a problem with her saying what she said automatically with the CTE shit because that's really fucking, yeah. I mean, that's pretty low and all that shit, but especially how a lot of wrestlers are dealing with CTE right now, or concussion symptoms, like, yeah. It's not, I don't know, but at least she came out of it and she actually decided to do something positive. I mean, you can say she backtracked or whatever, but the thing is, at the end of the day, she actually decided to donate a good chunk of her money and, did something positive. And that's better than a lot of wrestlers who talk shit and, just go, oh, well, but you don't get it.
My thing was the ignorance of the comment of saying that, like, he couldn't keep up with wrestlers today. Today were the new crop back when he was alive, and he was working them into the ground.
I heard about that. I think it was a shot at the fact that he had CTE, but.
Oh no, she said that if he really had these injuries, he wouldn't have been able to put a match together.
Yeah, like he forgot matches.
Yeah. He said he forgot the match. She said he forgot the matches. It's an obvious CTE shot. So, and was it wrong? I mean, it was wrong, but at the same time, people you can't forget what Benoit did. I mean, I'm sorry. Yes, his talent in the ring. Yes, he was talented in the ring, but you can't overlook that.
No, but at the same time, we can't let his personal life overshadow what he did in the ring because those were two different Benoits. The Chris Benoit that we saw on TV every week was not the same.
That went home.
Chris Benoit that went home to his wife, and kids. It's not the same Chris that was making sure to introduce Daniel to everyone backstage WrestleMania weekend, and was taking his world heavyweight title to school, so his friends could take pictures with it and shit. Like those aren't the same Chris Benoit. They're the same physical Chris Benoit, but they're not the same emotional or psychological Chris Benoit.
It's not the same entity. It's the same physical being, but it's not the same entity.
I'm not getting into it. Not getting into that part.
What's up? What was that, right?
I was just, fair enough, man. Fair enough.
And what's going on,
I want to
Chris?
see if
I said, no comment on that part.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough.
ask Christian. Maybe Christian's got an opinion on this.
Hey, before I give my thoughts.
Yeah, hit the music.
Oh, hey, Christian, what's up?
This shit didn't almost get played today. Pissing me off as of late. But,
Because
All right,
you're
so-
still losing to the Reds.
actually, they're winning right now.
Yeah, they're
That's
winning
how
right now. Right now.
That's how I know you don't know shit.
I'm
Because if
looking-
you knew shit, you
I'm-
knew they'd be winning right. They winning right now.
They should, yeah, and they're almost looking to blow the fucking series because for once your closer actually looked human.
Look. Stop wishing bad juju, okay?
You're still 15 games up. Does it really matter?
Yeah, exactly. Look. I'm never
What?
content.
I was gonna say, what are you worried about Baltimore catching you?
Man, look. Only bird I eat is on my plate. That's all I'm worried about. All right. So, what did you want my opinion on?
Wait, Christian, what was on your plate? Pineapple on pizza?
Well, pineapple on pizza sucks. So.
Dude, no. Try before you deny.
Nah, I'm good. Pineapple doesn't belong on pizza.
Damn straight on that one.
Yes, it does.
Oh, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
It does not.
This is how bad.
I love my Hawaiian pizza, okay? I love my Hawaiian pizza.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is how little sports. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how little sports we have. We're talking about pineapple on pizza.
You shut the fuck up. This is an important debate.
Hey,
No,
hey,
you
man.
know why it's not an important debate? Because it's not a debate. Pineapples don't belong on pizza.
Pineapple
you.
on pizza, ketchup belongs in mac and cheese.
Oh, see, that's.
And I was like, hey, be respectful, and he was straight disrespect. Yeah, I could have reported you on Facebook, but I didn't because we're friends.
Look, man. Look. You ain't crazy, damn it. Okay? You ain't crazy. Yeah, I'm just let you know that now as I sip my Gatorade. Your ass ain't crazy.
What do we got here? A cup of haters?
Yeah, you know.
No, go ahead. Ask him the question.
All right, Christian, you're familiar with the wrestler Chris Benoit, right?
Absolutely. Used to do the crypto crossface on people in 4th grade all the time.
So you're familiar with him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
So there was a debate. There was something that happened over. I think it was the last weekend or this weekend, Ronnie. I forget exactly when.
This
It's over the
weekend.
weekend.
It's over the weekend.
There's a lady wrestler in Impact Wrestling named Jordana Grace.
Okay.
Ronnie, do you want to describe her to him? And then I'll send him a
Jordan
picture.
Grace.
Jordan Grace.
Jordan Grace, Jordana Grace, whatever.
Thick thighs save lives.
Cake smash!
I gotta see a pic. I need
Big
this.
Mama-
I'm gonna get a picture. I'm gonna get a picture.
You
She's
continue.
a power lifter and a wrestler.
Big Mama Pump.
Oh, Lord. Ooh.
I'm getting a
The
picture
only
now,
one
Christian,
that
so just-
literally someone offered her $350 to send her shit to somebody on OnlyFans so he can make brownies with them.
Oh.
Are you showing him the cake?
Cake?
them cake, and I mean, there's 2 levels of this cake.
Oh, I didn't even see the picture. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's her. Christian, do you need a minute?
Nah, not really. Wait, hold on. Let me go look at her again. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah, give me 3. Bye.
He ended up making a comment about Chris Benoit, saying he couldn't hang in today's world, pretty much due to the fact that he had CTE.
Yeah, he wouldn't be able to remember matches, and he couldn't hang with today's wrestlers.
And the world, and the, oh my God, the amount of backlash she got, and she had to immediately backtrack and talk to David Benoit, his son from another marriage, and...
There you go, Christian. You're welcome.
Nah, she looked like she beat my ass. I'm good.
No, the next picture.
Oh, I just see. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. In the bikini?
Yeah.
Yeah, she looked like she whooped my ass. I'm good.
But no, they ended up doing that shit, and then she
Not everything just needs a comment, because people just take things differently now than they did, say, 14, 15 years ago.
Well, I mean, there's still a whole group of people, myself included, that believe that, Benoit may have been a triple homicide that was made to look like a double homicide-suicide.
Mm-hmm.
But then there were also some people like me who believe he's a murderer.
Yeah, like Nancy Benoit's daughter.
I mean, there's a mix. It's to this day, there's still a mixed camp of people who believe someone else did it, and there's a majority of people who still think he did do it.
Look. Here's my only question. Okay, if either one of you can answer this, I will change my answer immediately. They found 30 empty beer cans around Chris Benoit's body, but 0% blood alcohol level.
I don't know. I have no answer for that one. I really don't. And that was until you mentioned that to me, I'd never heard that.
And I believe it was Chavo Guerrero who said that one of the last conversations he had for Chris, there was a knock at the door, sounded like a little bit of a struggle, and then the line went dead. But then again, Chavo's story has changed 3 different times.
Right.
Exactly.
The text message was weird.
You see, I mean...
Why are you giving his personal friends his address and gate code? They already fucking have it. Why were his dogs locked in the garage? He never locked his dogs up.
As far as, there's only 3 people that know really what happened, and 3 of them, unfortunately, are never going to talk.
It was Kevin Sullivan.
It wasn't Kevin Sullivan.
It's Kevin Sullivan, that devil warspin cocksucker. He had motive.
Oh, so, alright. Anyway, we got baseball news. And actually, some news just broke today, and it's actually kind of a big fucking deal.
All right, let's do it.
Mike Trout left the game last night with back spasms.
That's not news.
And here we go.
He's always hurt.
Well, it's another thing. Like, the MLB goes and tries to get him into the playoffs by doing everything they can, and they still consider him the best player in baseball, but yet he's constantly hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Yes, he is.
Like,
I mean, until he has back spasms, so he's going to miss the All-Star break.
I mean the All-Star game.
There's no word. Yeah. There's no word yet. He has not come out and said if he's missing the game yet. Most likely he will be, but they have not said anything yet.
More likely he'll be there, but he won't be able to play due to injury.
Right.
So it'll be like Bryce Harper. He'll just wave, say hey, and then sit the bench.
Wave, tip the cap, and then just sit back on the bench
Yep.
or go home.
That's what Bryce is doing. Hey, I'm ecstatic he got voted for it, but he's just gonna be like, there you go, and then Contreras comes in and takes the spot.
So, take a wild guess. There's 2 teams right now that have a 9-game winning streak. Can you guess who it is?
I know one of them.
Entering today's game, each team has a 9-game winning streak.
I think I know one.
What do you think?
I think it's Baltimore.
Baltimore's one.
Mm-hmm.
The Orioles? Jesus Christ.
Do you know the second?
Second team, no. San Diego Padres?
Nope.
Okay.
I go with the Brewers.
Nope. Ryan?
American or national?
It's American.
Fuck. It's American?
Yep.
We already know the Orioles is one, so.
Yeah, I don't know.
So it's the Orioles and the Mariners?
Yep. I didn't even say it. Yep. The Mariners.
Oh, shit.
Shit. Well, they spent a lot in the offseason. Nice to know they finally got something out of it.
Yeah.
Right? All that money going to get them something.
Right now.
Yeah, the thing is, though, is like, they're on fire now, and then the All-Star break, all of a sudden, teams can just go cold fast.
Hey, Christian, have you broken your television yet?
What? Because the Yankees are
What?
losing 6-5?
Yeah, I just saw that. I'm like, I'm not saying anything.
Look, I ain't worried.
You know what? You say that now, I'd be worried about Sevy.
Yeah, I saw that. That doesn't surprise me.
That's terrifying if I'm looking at this as a Yankee fan.
Yeah, because like I know the other day, one of my friends was asking, what do I feel we need come the trade deadline? And I said 3 things. I said I wouldn't mind another arm in the bullpen. Some outfield help, I think would be pretty big for us, and I feel we need another arm in that rotation. I think Luis Castillo would be pretty good for us. Hear nothing but good things about him, and I've heard his name on a trading block for so many years. I know we were gonna go get him a couple of years ago, but I guess the deal. So those are the things I would.
Mets want him too. The Mets might want him too.
Hey.
At least
Dude,
if he
y'all
comes to
have
the Mets, he won't
DeGrom.
have to shave his head.
Y'all have DeGrom and Scherzer. Y'all don't need shit.
Oh, well, look, I got to say this. Scherzer pitched a fucking hell of a game on Monday. And we shit the bed yesterday, but we came back and won today.
But so right now, Mariners are actually in the lead, and so are Baltimore. So by the end of today, if it stands, both teams are going to be 10-game winning streaks.
That's insane.
Okay,
Yeah.
where's Baltimore in the standings?
Dead fucking
Last.
last.
25 games out almost.
So they win 10 games. Whoopee.
They're getting better, though. That's the thing. A lot of teams are looking at them as a possible wild card contender. And that's terrifying for the East.
Or they're looking at them as potential, let me see, who can we grab?
No.
But, Ronnie,
well,
who is their ace, though?
they
Is it
don't-
Means out?
Hold on. Let me.
Did John Means have a Tommy John?
Yeah, they actually called up a kid. I forget the kid's name. By the way, they're 17 and a half, but get ready for this. They're only 3 games out of second.
Damn.
So for
Baltimore.
Baltimore, let me see. Teams will throw a ton of money at Mullins and Mountcastle.
So here's your East. Look, knock out the Yankees. Whatever. They're taking over this fucking division. Tampa is in second, 47-40. Boston is 47-41. Toronto, after firing their head coach today, or their manager today.
Yeah, but they whooped the shit out of us.
Yeah, 46-42, and Baltimore is 44-44. And they're about to be 45-44. They're about to be a game over 500. It's ridiculous. Like, this is insanity with how the East is. No team is under 500. That's terrifying.
Yeah. Oh shit, it's gnarly.
What's gnarly?
We can talk about it in a minute.
But and last bit of baseball news, and then we can get to what you're saying. The Royals are about to go play the Blue Jays. They might have a problem with their roster.
With the Rooster?
Yeah, 10 players are unvaccinated. Unvaccinated players going in Toronto means they ain't going to Toronto.
Yeah, that's why we're shorthanded right now.
All right, Ryan, what were you saying?
I'm just watching this.
I said, yeah, that's why we're shorthanded right now.
I heard you.
Really close to a dude getting dropped on his head.
Oh.
That was all.
There was some actual college football news. Or not college football, sorry. Canadian football. There was a trade. There was a trade today.
Between?
Or not today. 2 days ago. Arbuckle is now officially. Oh, where did he go? He's a Red Black now.
Nate Arbuckle?
Yep, Arbuckle is now a Red Black.
Really? So what happened to Masolin?
I don't know. He actually got hurt.
He's in Ottawa.
The move comes one day after the Red Blacks lost quarterback Mazzola for at least 10 weeks, reporting undergoing a bone-based surgical procedure on his leg.
All right, so his season's over.
I mean, there's almost 21 weeks in fucking Canadian football, so he's half his season's over.
Well, they said 10 weeks. Yeah, his season's over. I mean, if he has to get surgery, then he has to rehab. It's over.
Yeah, but
it's over, eh?
Dude, there's some.
10 weeks takes us up to fucking November. Jesus.
So Nick Arbuckle is now your Ottawa Red Blacks quarterback.
Nate Arbuckle.
No,
Nate.
Why does it say Nick here?
I don't know. They fucked up. The guy's name's Nate Arbuckle.
I'm literally reading Nick.
Yeah, it's Nate Arbuckle.
And Ottawa.
Unless Ron, whatever the fucking Canadian Sports Network is wrong every time he pronounces the motherfucker.
And then all Ottawa gave up was a 4th round pick for next year.
Damn.
I mean, it's been.
All right, Nick Arbuckle, fine, motherfucker. Goddamn, Ron. No. You know what it is? That goddamn announcer, the one that has the most Canadian, you know what I'm talking about, right?
No, Arbuckle, eh?
And they're going to Red Blacks there, and the South Toronto there, and the Rough Riders, and they're going down to the 55-yard line, and there's Nate Arbuckle. I'm like, who? Now I know it's Nick Arbuckle, and every time he says Nate Arbuckle, I'm gonna fucking yell. But of course, we still got Dane Evans, full slide. Yay, woohoo! Have we even won a game yet?
Yes, you have.
Really? Who?
It was like week 2.
No, we haven't.
No, I thought you won week 2. My bad.
No, we are 0-4. We had 2 bye weeks.
So, all right. Speaking of that, let's get this done real quick. We'll do these real quick. The Elks play the Alouettes.
Ooh. Let me see the standings here.
Alouettes are.
The Alouettes.
I was gonna say they're an 8-point favorite. Yeah, especially with the fact that Arbuckle is now gone. Give me Montreal. Calgary. Ryan, do you have a bet, or you have an idea who you want?
Yeah.
Christian, you want to handle my light work for me?
Don't nobody care.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sit down and watch it, and you'll be shocked.
Ain't nobody care.
Sit down and watch it. You'll be shocked. Christian, I will say this after in one time you watch one weekend of Canadian football, you'll start writing about it.
I don't think so.
Okay, here, let me see. How to stream pigs having intercourse. Wait, what? What?
This is not Hawaii.
Oh, how do you cake smash? Oh, wait a minute.
Okay, here, let me go back to my search box. Hashtag I don't give a shit.
I gotta say right here. Try before you deny.
Whose auntie is that?
You ever watch Stranger Things?
Yes, I have.
Season 4. That's our guy.
I still haven't watched the finale yet. I haven't had the time to watch. Sit down for 2.5 hours.
Oh, such a good fucking finale. And then you
Don't
want to
say a
rewatch
word,
the
or I
whole
will
fucking
leave
series.
right now.
No, I'm saying after that you want to rewatch the whole series.
All right.
I doubt that.
Next.
Because it's a whole fresh rewatch.
Nah, I doubt it, because you know what? I'll say this one thing before you continue, Ron. I've watched the first 8 episodes. I ain't impressed.
Yeah.
It lost something. This season lost something for me. Well, when Stranger Things comes out, what are they going to be in married 10 years when they come out next time? Season's not going to come out till 2024 or 2025. It's ridiculous to wait that fucking long for a show. When Cobra Kai gets done in less than a year.
Yeah,
September 9th, bitches. That's all I got to say. Anyway, continue, Ronnie.
All right. Next one, Stampeders take on the Blue Bombers.
All right, where are we at with the Stampeders here? Yeah, sorry.
Stampeders got the Bombers.
Ooh!
It's
the game of the week.
It's in Winnipeg. I'm taking Winnipeg.
You know what? I'm going to go with the Stamps.
Okay.
Winnipeg is going to miss Andrew Davis this game.
Fair enough. All right, Rough Riders take on the Argos.
God damn it.
Fuck the Argos, the Riders. Give me the Riders.
Dude, Rough Riders, easily.
And the Red Blacks take on the Tide Cats. The Red Blacks are actually dogs in this.
What? What? They seen our shitty team play?
Because it's in Hamilton.
Yeah, you know what? All that means is fucking Dane Evans is gonna choke even harder. He's already done it. It's either they forget how to score, or they score a bunch in the first half and then forget how to score in the second half. Well, the other team, comes back like it's no big deal. And then the fourth quarter they have to basically try to got up to Man of La Mancha and fuck up. Jesus Christ, they suck. I said it before. Yeah, whatever. I said it before that he's Foles right. At least Foles gave us the goddamn championship. Dane Evans can't even do that. No, he just chokes in the Grey Cup. Twice. 2 times over. Then they get rid of Masoli for this fucker. And then they cut our best receiver. We got rid of Brandon Banks, so he's gone. So we have who gives a fuck. I mean, we had thank God down fucking game. That means first down, second down. You're back out there in 20 fucking seconds. Jesus Christ, they suck.
That's how you're building.
Sorry, I had to get that out. Yeah, the only fucking blow.
So, all right. So, college football. We can get into college football because honestly, there's no other real news when it comes to like outside the sports like that. Meetings happening this week.
God, who's moving now?
No one yet, but the Big 12 had their meetings today. And guess who showed up and guess who got pissed?
Oh, boy.
Someone else.
Oklahoma and Texas decided to show up to the Big 12 meetings.
I tried.
And Mike Gundy got pissed.
Oh, God.
The guy that used to have the mullet got extremely pissed off because Texas and Oklahoma showed up at the Big 12 meetings. Meanwhile, next year they are officially moving to the SEC.
Yeah.
So is Gundy overdoing this, or does he have a legit reason to be mad?
I think that's a legitimate gripe. I mean, if Oklahoma and Texas are leaving the Big 12, why the fuck are they even in the meetings to discuss what's up with the conference? Like, seriously.
Well, because they're technically...
And the fact that they're probably going to, and the fact that because Oklahoma's going to be playing such a heavy SEC schedule, Bedlam's basically done.
I think they'll still keep that. Like, Texas is still going to play... Oh, they're in this SEC now. Texas is still going to play Oklahoma, but they're going to still do Bedlam because that's rivalry week. Like, Clemson plays Georgia, like, when Georgia plays Georgia Tech.
Right.
You're not going to get Bedlam at rivalry week. You're not, because that's, like, straight up, like, SEC conference. So
you're
if
going to...
If anything, the Red River rivalry will move to rivalry weekend. And Bedlam, if anything, will probably move in September or early October.
If they do that, that's so stupid. Because if you move, the whole point of the Red River was because it was the fucking fair.
Yeah. Well, the SEC don't give a shit.
The SEC don't make those schedules.
Oh, they do, actually.
But then, then you're saying Georgia. But then here's the thing. You're saying that's SEC week. Okay, then who's Georgia play on rivalry weekend?
All right, guys. I'm about to test out a new meme, okay?
Oh, boy.
Oh, shit.
All right, I need all of you to be on the lookout for this, okay?
Okay, so Garrett Cole's not an ace?
I'm sending it. Shut up. This song. God, I hope you choke on a burger.
I mean, what I'm saying is, like, rivalry weekend is always, like, in division, in conference rivalries that usually have bearing on the playoffs or whatever. So Bedlam will not have any of that because they're not even in the same conference anymore.
Love it.
So So Red River all of a sudden will have more meaning because they're in the same division, same conference. I mean, the SEC won't give a shit about the fair. They don't, whatever.
Actually, I think that brings more money towards them because they're doing it at the same time that they normally do.
I mean, I think Bedlam's not going to be on rivalry weekend when Oklahoma's in the SEC. It's just not.
Oh! Fucking Anna Jay just sat on fucking Serena Deeb's face.
I think that. And
I
having
mean, if anything,
same move, it sucks.
Yeah.
if anything, where the SEC would dominate on rivalry weekend.
I don't think it would have the same impact.
Well, because clean old-fashioned hate isn't even fucking clean old-fashioned hate anymore. It's just Georgia beating the shit out of Georgia Tech.
Still a rivalry, though.
Not really.
Still, dude, they still... It don't matter. They still fucking hate each other.
I mean, it's a rivalry in name only, really, because Georgia just slaps the shit out of Georgia Tech, and then Georgia Tech gets angry.
Georgia
And then
Tech,
they can't do shit about it.
Well, the thing is, too, Georgia Tech hasn't had a winning team in, like, what, 20 years?
I mean, many moons ago, Georgia Tech used to be really good.
Many moons
Like
ago.
back when Lou Holtz coached Notre Dame, Georgia Tech was pretty good. Back when Pete Carroll coached USC, Georgia Tech was pretty good.
Yeah, I see where you're going with this.
Yeah, way back when.
Many, many moons ago.
Yeah. I mean, back when Georgia couldn't do shit in the SEC, and Mark Richt actually was like, I'm going to take over Georgia. And they beat Georgia Tech, but they could never beat anybody else. And then, of course, Mark Richt decided to coach Miami, and that fell flat.
Oh, don't worry. Bedlam's not even going to be on the 13th week anyway this year. West Virginia's got OK State and the schedule right now.
So Mike Gundy has, I'm sorry, Mike Gundy has, he has all the right in the world to complain about it because Oklahoma and Texas leaving are fucking Oklahoma State big time. I mean,
look, it's James Cargill and knock off Sasha Banks.
And knock off Indy Hartwell.
These Wish versions suck.
Oh, shit. Christian, what do you think about this?
Man, I'm just kind of tired of realignment in college sports. I mean, I get everything is about $1 and money and trying to, from the Pac-12, wanting to relocate to the Big Ten, which makes no sense whatsoever. But the only move to the Big Ten that makes the most sense is Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you this. Would it almost be easier if they got rid of the conferences completely for football, made one big thing for football, but then brought back all the conferences, the normal conferences, and have those alignments for every other sport except football? Make football its own fucking entity.
That would be cool. I think that would generate a lot of interest because let's be real, the game of college football is really growing and it's transcending. You see what I'm saying? I'll give you a perfect example. When I first started analyzing college football in 2012, right, Ronnie?
Right.
That's when I first got into it because when I first started what I'm doing now, I was strictly the NFL, but I wanted to expand and see what it was about. I mean, look, I was already covering and breaking down the NFL draft, so why not add college football um, onto my docket as well. The game is different now compared to what it was 10 years ago. Because when I first started, we still had the regular BCS standings. Remember those?
Yep.
Then,
Oh yeah.
what did we keep talking about for years and years, and then it ultimately became a reality? A playoff.
Yeah.
Right? Still remember.
And they're going to expand it.
And it should have been expanded from the get-go, Chris, because I just don't think 4 teams is enough. I think 8 would definitely make a lot more intrigue. But here's the one thing that I'll tell you, I sometimes like a little bit more breaking down college football than I do the NFL. It's not political. You watch College Game Day, any type of... I would like that, Roddy, to be honest with you. I think, man, who wouldn't want to see a Notre Dame versus Alabama game because of conferences?
But then you keep the tradition of college basketball alive with things like like Duke, North Carolina. You keep the rivalries alive in basketball.
Okay, so let me ask you this. If college football did what you just suggested, right?
4 conferences.
Do you still keep them? No, if college football did what you just suggested, go without conferences and just let it be a free-for-all, right?
Yeah.
Would you still keep rivalries like Michigan, Ohio State, Red River, good old-fashioned...
So, in all honesty, what they need to do is make 4 big conferences. So, like a North, South, East, West type deal. Like the SEC, the Big Ten, the Big Ten, the Pac-12, and then like
the ACC.
And then the ACC. Just as an example, you take all the teams and divide them into that make logical sense. So like the SEC, you need. Honestly, I would take the ACC and fucking make that the OG big fucking East. With all the Big East teams, so the Florida State, Miami, Virginia Tech, Virginia, Duke, like just start Syracuse, fucking you could throw Temple in there, like all the teams that have like a rivalry with each other. And let's face it, as much as I joke about Temple and Rutgers fucking hates each other. ACC, you got fucking Syracuse and Duke hate each other. It doesn't have to just be for football, because you can also factor that shit in to the old in basketball too. But you have to make it like the old Big East. Bring all the teams that used to be the fucking Big East, Boston College, like all that, and throw them into one fucking monster division and let them fucking fight it out. Because those teams just would hate each other. And the SEC, like I said, you can throw in like, I mean, hell, if Michigan won, the Big Ten obviously then would be like Michigan, Ohio State, Notre Dame, would be all your Midwest teams.
Mm-hmm.
And then out west is your Pac-12 or your Big 12, your teams like your Oregons, your Washingtons, your Nevadas, your Wyomings, Boise State. And yeah, I'm throwing mid-majors in there because they would have to be a part of this. These mid-majors would have to be a part of this realignment.
For D1, I think, for D1, like bowl championship series, stuff like that, I think we're moving towards maybe like 4 to 6 like super conferences, and that's that.
Right.
And if you're not going to be part of one, then you're not going to have a shot to play for the title.
Well, they're gonna be having all these teams in there because of the fact that you're going
to have. I mean, every conference, like super conference, is going to have to have at least 16.
Yeah.
2 divisions. I mean, that's that. You're not going to see a lot of non-conference games anymore. So.
But that's why I said,
if you're going to
realign it, you realign it with the rivalries intact. Like, like, you're not going to have Michigan, Ohio State out of a different fucking conference. You're going to realign those two together because it's Michigan, Ohio State. It's like you're going to put Army and Navy in a fucking, like, the ACC because you're not going to fucking not have Army, Navy not play each other. Like, in football, you can create different rivalries. What's hard enough is the other sports. The rivalries in other sports is also what makes the other sports. Duke Notre Dame or Duke UNC is a big fucking deal in basketball. Maybe not football because they don't have the biggest football schools.
Right. I mean, when you think of Duke,
Coach
K
and the Cameron Crazies.
Right.
Who sent Coach K into retirement?
Yeah, UNC did.
Who?
Yeah, UNC did.
Thank you.
Yeah. Not saying they didn't. But, like, you also look at, like...
Whatever.
But you also look at, like...
Hey. Yeah,
But look at, like you said, look at, like, other teams. Look at something like Syracuse with the ACC against Duke or Florida State. I mean, also, too, if you're going to do the SEC, you're not going to not have Florida State play each other.
Nah, you're not.
You're not going to have Florida versus Georgia not happen.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's the thing about college football now. Like, I just think they're going
after money and going away from history. And that is what football is going to lose, or that is what college sports is losing, because you need to have that. Like, the whole point of college sports is tradition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And to say...
Yeah, and Ronnie, sorry to interrupt you. Like, you pretty much led to what I was about to say. Like, that they care more about promotions and this and that and finances over tradition. Like, think about it, man. Since I started analyzing college football, I've had the privilege to preview Notre Dame, Michigan. Like, there are always certain things that are going to stand out to me, right? In the almost 12 years that I've been doing this. I've done a ton of Peyton and Brady, right? I've done a ton of Ravens Steelers. I've done a ton of I've done Packers Bears a couple times, but when I got into college, I knew I was going to get myself into some of the traditional rivalries. You see what I'm saying? Like, Bedlam. Remember the first time when I did Bedlam in 2017? That's when Baker pretty much solidified his case for Heisman, right? I've done Ohio State and Michigan. Remember the first one that I did? It was that epic 2016 game. I've done a couple of the Iron Bowls. I've done Michigan, Notre Dame. Last year, I think for the first... Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
There's certain things that are etched when it comes to college sports. I know, yeah, okay, I'm tooting my own horn. Yeah, it's Rutgers. Rutgers, Louisville. Pandemonium, Piscataway. Like, that's a traditional thing. Like, people don't, like, a lot of people in New Jersey do not forget, they know where they were when Louisville fucking, the number 2 team in Louisville went down to Rutgers. I know where I was. I was in the fucking stadium.
Right.
Like, it's moments in college. This is what college sports is. The NFL doesn't have that anymore. That's the problem. College sports is what is everyone, and that's why I was always against, like, when college sports would have the alcohol now being sold at college sports. I'm fully against that. I do not believe that college sports should be allowing alcohol in there.
Oh God, no.
and $15 a fucking clip for a 16 or a 20-ounce beer. Like, you're a fucking idiot if you're buying that shit. But they buy them by the fistfuls. And that's the problem. There's too many, I don't know.
Quite a few.
In the crowd. Oh, well, they're drunk. I go, yeah, the whole point of pre-gaming was to get sobered up halfway through the fucking game.
Well,
So. I just...
yeah,
Yeah. Go ahead, Chris.
I mean, they need to preserve some rivalries, but some are just going to not be yearly. I mean, yeah, I think the NCAA needs more jurisdiction over the conferences. Because it's like the NCAA is afraid of inciting the SEC and the Big Ten, basically.
Well, these conferences have already killed conferences. I mean, they've already killed a conference in the Big East. Even with basketball, it's a freaking shell of itself.
Well, the Big East died because of the ACC. I mean, that's why it died. The ACC wanted Miami, and all of a sudden, you know, they got Syracuse and who else from the Big East to come along? Oh yeah, West Virginia.
West Virginia really though was not really the ACC. Well, were they ACC before they went to the Big 12? Syracuse, Miami, Boston College, and Virginia Tech.
Yeah.
God, I still remember.
Then
that.
after that, the Big East was bloody. Big East at the time, they were in the ACC.
Yeah, they were in the ACC, but they didn't go when they got gutted. They were in the Big East though. I'm talking about fucking Ray Lucas being a Rutgers quarterback. I think I know my Big East.
God, that's a name I haven't heard in years.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I would love to see all the rivalries preserved, but I doubt it. I doubt it's going to happen. And I mean like an annual rivalry, not like, the rivalry is ignited again, because they play each other once every 5 years.
Right. No, I get you. I'm looking for something. No, you're absolutely right. Like they need, no matter what, they need to do the Iron Bowl. Like it's like the old fashioned hate. The Red River, Bedlam needs to still be a thing.
Well, the SEC is going to care more about the Red River than Bedlam.
Right.
Yeah.
Miami, there was a four-way. Yeah. Wait, there was a four-way tie for fucking 2004. There was a four freaking way tie for the conference title in the Big East. Oh, Pittsburgh. That's another one. I forgot about Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh was in the Big East. Yeah, no.
And that's why if you're going to do 5 to 6 super conferences, you're looking at probably the ACC, the SEC, the Big 10, the Big 12, the Pac-12, and then I guess the Mountain West. Because nobody gives a shit about Conference USA.
Well, Conference USA is getting bled into the big...
Yeah, or the MAC.
You need to have the MAC, though. Like, that's the thing. The MAC needs, like... those type of colleges need their own thing, because now you're saying that they're not going to be able to, like, even though they're going to play teams like the problem. They're then just fucking then they're fucking fodder. That's going to be the problem.
All right, so what else is on the docket?
We can start doing our college previews if you like.
Why not?
Fuck.
Well, we'll do two conferences. We'll do the two easy. We'll do the two quick ones. We'll do the AAC, and we'll do the fucking MAC. And then,
Oh God.
well, I don't have over-unders, so don't even worry about that.
The AAC and the MAC. Oh God.
Well, talk about the AAC getting gutted, because the last year of the AAC is this year, where Cincinnati looks to regain their title. Cincinnati, Houston. All right, so we'll start from the bottom. I don't even need to fucking see over-unders. I'll make the fucking over-unders with this. Fucking Temple. Their over-under's 3. I'm telling you that right now. Against Lafayette, Duke, and Rutgers, and UMass. I am saying they are going under 3.
I can test it.
Yeah.
Who's this?
Temple.
Oh God.
Don't
They're
nobody
all
care.
unders. What, 3?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna go over.
Okay.
I mean, Temple sucks, but they're not like 3-win bad. Jesus.
John, what do you think?
I really don't have an opinion on it because I don't know it that well. So
Ryan?
We're going over under?
Yep, over under 3. Say over. All right.
Here, this is for John.
Yeah, they were 2.5. I was right. All right, here we go.
thank you, Christian.
You're welcome. John, make sure you save that.
Next
I got it.
is the Shitty Bulls of South Florida. Over under 4.5.
Over.
The Bulls? Oh, no, that's under. Oh, that's hard under. Christian?
Damn.
South Florida.
There go my thoughts on it. Ain't nobody care.
All right, next you got Tulsa at 6. Tulsa's over under is 6.
Under.
Damn, Rye, you were quick on that one.
You're welcome.
Damn. This is. Ugh.
What?
All right, who is this again? Sorry, I'm starting to fall asleep.
Tulsa.
All right, what's your over and under?
6.
I'll go over.
They'll at least get 6. All right, Tulane. They're also 6. Tulane, I got them. I think they're going to go under 6.
Yeah, I'll go under.
Who?
Tulane.
Oh. Under 6? All right, yeah, under. That works.
Hey, Christian, you know you're probably going to end up watching some of these games too.
I know. Still don't mean I can't say no. Yeah.
Smoo, over under 7.
Push.
Ryan,
Don't nobody care.
over.
Thanks, Ryan.
Over. Navy, over under 4.5.
Ryan, can you handle my light work again?
Don't nobody care.
They get that extra. They get that extra game every year, so they're
That's
going
okay.
over. What?
I'd say over.
Yeah. Chris,
What?
over under 4.5. Navy.
You're that bad again?
They always have Navy low.
Over. Over.
Yep. All right. Memphis, 7.5.
Over 7.5.
I think over, and they fucking win the division.
You see.
Ryan, who you got?
I'll go over.
Yep. Houston, over under 9.
I'm gonna take the over. I think they actually win their division. They run the ball. They're a consistent team, and you know, with Cincinnati losing so many pieces this year, it's almost like the door is wide open for Houston to take advantage of everything. I mean, look, their offense is one of the best in the country. Last year, they were 6th in total offense, right? The only thing that's hurt could be this year's Cincinnati. You know, depending on who they play. If they can get that one big quality win like Cincinnati did last year against Notre Dame, could we be talking about them as a playoff team? It's the potential. You look at Clayton Tune. He threw 39 touchdown passes last year, and he completed 68% of his passes. And you also look at Houston. They were 6th in total defense last year. So, yeah, they just know. They have the talent. There's no excuse for them. But we're going to see who they really are because they have to play Texas Tech right out the gate. So that game's going to determine and show us who they are.
Yeah.
Who's this, Memphis?
Yeah.
What's your over-under?
9. Oh, not Memphis. Sorry. No. Houston. It's Houston 9.
Nine. I have Memphis.
No, I said
Well,
no. It's Houston. Sorry, it's Houston 9.
I have Memphis. If Memphis is 9, I'll have Memphis push.
Okay, and then finally, I don't think anyone's gonna give 2 shits about Eastern Carolina, Cincinnati over under 9.
Nobody care.
Over under 9 for Cincinnati, and hard fucking under.
Not hard. They miss way too many people.
Yeah. Hard under. Yeah. No. Other than Christian, who you thinking, Cincy?
What's the over under?
9.
I'm gonna take the under. I think they're gonna be a different team this year. They've lost a lot of key pieces from last year. You're already gonna be without Desmond Ridder. He was the guy that stirred your drink for your offense. I think Jerome. Let me check before I say anything more on this one player.
Okay.
You know, you look at Jerome Ford. He's not gonna be there.
Right.
He was a big part of what they did. offensively, and then on your defense, you're without your best defensive player and the guy who never allowed a touchdown, and Sauce, because he's playing for who now, Ronnie?
The New York Jets.
Exactly. So those are three key pieces that they're going to miss. I think Sauce is going to be the toughest one for them to replace because he was that guy he was that glue piece for the defense. He kept everything together.
Also, they're going to play a harder schedule.
Yeah, and I think teams are going to have them figured out. Now, look, I'm not saying Fickle can't have them ready to play, but I just think it's not going to be as easy for them as it was last year. But if it is, I'm going to stand corrected.
Well, how about the fact that they're also going to come into this without their quarterback, too?
Yeah, I said Desmond Ritter. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Ritter's gone.
Get the fuck out of here. Well, if anyone cares about wrestling, AEW's got new tag team champions.
Who won it?
Swerve.
Good.
Swerve and Keith Lee.
Yep.
Good.
That's kind of a shock right there. All right, so we'll do the other stuff later on in the month because I need the time to write everything down. There's a little bit of NFL news that we can talk about, and we'll get out of here. N'Keal Harris went to the Bears, got traded to the Bears.
Yeah, I mean
Bears.
That's a very low risk type of move because everybody thought he was going to be that big play threat for the Patriots those final 2 years with Brady, but he just can never stay healthy. He can never stay on the field. But I think if he can stay healthy, the Bears got themselves a steal because he's 6'4" or 6'5", about a solid 220 pounds. I mean, we have yet to see what he can be because he hasn't had the luxury of staying on the field, and he hasn't really had a consistent quarterback to work with. He can never really get on the same page with Brady. And what have I always said since I've been on this show? If Brady doesn't trust you, he ain't giving you the ball, right?
Yeah.
Didn't really have a rapport with Cam Newton, and I don't even think the Patriots played him last year with Mac Jones. Now you look at the Bears receiving room, and by default, he almost becomes the number one receiver. Like Darnell Mooney is a slot guy. He's a guy that can't consistently take the top off of a coverage. Now you add N'Keal Harry, and it could be a good move. I mean, that's just me.
Yeah.
Where's N'Keal Harry now?
N'Keal Harry's a
Bears.
Bear.
Oh, God. Okay. We'll see.
Yeah. The other news that's kind of interesting. A judge has now approved in evidence Henry Ruggs' blood test for his DUI charge. So now that is going to be in evidence for his DUI charge. He's fucked.
Who is?
Henry Ruggs.
Oh.
Blood alcohol test. His blood test. So,
Killed somebody. Sorry.
driving 153 miles an hour. Dude, don't just lock his ass up.
Yeah.
Christian, what's your thoughts on that?
I mean, it's just such a sad situation because the Raiders, I don't think I've ever seen a team endure all the hardships like the Raiders did last year. Um, you deal with John Gruden and with what he said and how everything came out. Um, that's why you always gotta watch what you say, because everything can come back to bite you in the butt 1,000 times harder. And he just ended up stepping down. And then this happens with Henry Ruggs. I mean, look, he's in a position where he can call an Uber at any time. He can call a Lyft, a cab, or he has the funds to have himself a personal driver. There's no way he should have been
Christian,
on the road. Huh?
in the NFL, they actually provide you with a call service.
And he couldn't capitalize on that. Why?
Good fucking question.
But see, here's my thing too. Here's my other concern. And it just kind of slipped through my head. Yeah, it's just a sad situation altogether. I just want to know. Okay, now it just came back to me. I just want to know. Where was his entourage when this happened? Like, think about it. Close friends, advisors, your agent.
Yeah.
Wouldn't put you in this type of position, would they?
They shouldn't.
But they let the crack slip through the crevice. Yeah, he doesn't deserve to see the light of day. Again, as far as I'm concerned. Like, look at it this way. Henry Ruggs is what, 24, 25 years old, if I'm not mistaken?
Yep, 24.
There are a lot of 24-year-olds whose dreams of playing football have been cut short, or they just, didn't pursue that dream. And to me, he pissed everything away. Think of how many kids his age would just, no pun intended here when I say this, would kill to be in his position as a professional football player.
Oh, yeah. It's a gift.
I mean, yeah, I hope you guys know I didn't mean any harm by saying, those guys would kill the...
I get what you're saying. I get you're using the term... Yeah.
Like, think about it. Like, there are so many of these kids who are the best in high school at their position.
They're the one of the 1%.
Yeah, because think about it. There are those kids that are in high school letting, the ones who are considered to be the best at their position in the state, or the best overall player in their state, right? They get that ride to the college of their dreams. And what's the goal when you get to college?
Get to the NFL.
To the NFL draft. And that.
The thing is, I have no sympathy for Ruggs because he came from a damn near an NFL program in Alabama. He knows better.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's an echo on Chris's sentiments. I'll just say this. You can find my sympathy in
Who's watching TV loud?
I mean, you can blame DUI. He killed somebody.
Look.
Open and shut.
Yeah, he's right.
I mean, and it was a stupid thing. You see the video, open and shut. The fact that anyone even wants to try to have him play again is already criminal. I'm sorry. If people are going to go crazy about a baseball player for shit that's not even as bad as this, but then poo-poo be like, oh, yeah, well, he deserves... No, he doesn't. He doesn't. I'm sorry. He doesn't. And you can say, oh, well, alcohol, dude, you know better.
Yeah.
You know better. His girlfriend knew better. There's Uber. I mean, there's people there, and he decided to get behind the wheel of a car and kill somebody.
He chose.
Sorry.
He chose.
Yeah, he chose that. And now you have to live with the consequences. I'm sorry. It's over. I mean, I hate to be harsh about it, but I'm so sick of seeing athletes get away with murder and then be like, oh, well, well, he can throw a ball, or he can catch a ball, or he can run really fast. I don't give a shit anymore. Because, like, you know what? You can run, you can throw a ball, you can do this, you can do that. Great. But apparently, you can't make common fucking sense decisions. And for that fact alone, you don't deserve to play. I'm sorry. No, actually, I'm not sorry. Fuck that. Fuck him. He fucked up. It's over.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't get no argument out of me with that. We already said he shouldn't see the light of fucking day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've tried, and just no, I'm done. I mean, if people are gonna go crazy about Trevor Bauer, then you got to do the same thing about this guy. I'm sorry, you have to.
There's the other question that I have to bring up, because actually Trevor Bauer actually leads into this question. What do you think Deshaun Watson's gonna get?
Oh, it's not over.
No, but I'm
think,
saying, how long do you think he's gonna get?
Who knows? I don't know if he plays this year. It's not looking good for him. There's more and more people coming out.
I think if he doesn't get a year, and so here's the problem. Here's a double-edged sword. If he gets less than a year, Trevor Bauer is gonna come out and say, "What the fuck? I did shit that was consensual, and she said it was okay, and I get 2 years." And Deshaun literally does this shit where he allegedly forced himself onto multiple women, and he gets a year?
Right.
Deshaun basically, quote unquote, nice guyed his way.
He allegedly coerced.
Yeah. Which, I mean, like, he quote unquote nice guyed his way. Like, oh, yeah, I just want a massage. And then, give me a happy ending. What? Or other shit. Like, I mean, it's one thing with Trevor Bauer where he's like, it was consensual and this and that. But Deshaun took a page right out of a sexual predator playbook. And it's disgusting.
See, the question is I don't think they know what to do, because the way that Deshaun Watson's contract's structured, he's only losing $1 million this year.
Yeah, well, Cleveland's about to get that back.
But I'm saying it's compared to the, whatever, what was it? It was like 260, 100, what is it, like the $70 million that he's going to get next year?
Who knows? All I got to say is leave it to Cleveland to Cleveland it up, and they just did it again.
Well, they're about to use that $1 million and sign Dominic Sue. And Dominic Sue.
I mean, first off, they would have kept Baker Mayfield if it wasn't for the Deshaun Watson shit.
No, they wouldn't have. Deshaun was out the door. Deshaun did not want to be there. They did not want him to be there, so this was the best thing for both of them.
Well, Baker wanted to be there, and then Cleveland kept moving pieces away.
Baker came out and said he wanted out.
Yeah, well, when you take away his weapons, you take away Odell, you take away Jarvis. I mean, what the hell does he have?
They didn't get rid of Jarvis Landry until this year.
You took away Odell.
Okay, Odell was... Odell was hurt. That's not taking him away.
Well, they traded him. That's taking him away.
Did they trade him or did they cut him?
I'm pretty sure they traded him. I don't think they cut him.
No, they cut him. They released him.
They released him. That's what I thought.
He was released.
Yeah.
And then the Rams picked him up off waivers.
So they waived him? That's even dumber.
Not really.
If he's that hurt, why keep him on the books? He was making... he was making like $20 million for the season.
Yeah, Cleveland did it up again. You're not going to change my mind on that.
Listen, I'm going to say it right now. If Deshaun fucking plays, this team right now is a... Don't be surprised if it all has to do with Deshaun playing. They are a Super Bowl contender.
Okay.
But he's not going to play this year, so... Or if he might play this year, for all we know. He might get only 6 fucking games.
If he does, Bauer's going to hit the fucking roof.
Oh, I don't think Bauer...
And I would not blame him. No. I would not blame him.
And I don't think Bauer... I think Bauer should be pissed.
Yeah.
But, alright.
Kareem Hunt should be pissed.
Yeah. Alright, final thoughts.
I have none.
No, John?
I got nothing either. I got nothing either.
Chris?
My final thought is simple. If Deshaun Watson gets less than Kareem Hunt, then there is something really fucking wrong with people.
Christian?
And that's a fact.
Yeah, Deshaun's not playing this year. Let's just put it and say what it is, because he doesn't deserve to play this year. Just everything that's gone on. I mean, when you read like a description of everything that happened, you're almost disturbed at this point. Look, I don't care who you are. I don't care how much money you make. You don't force yourself on a woman. Plain and simple. And, if the NFL really wants to send a message, you suspend his ass for the next 2 years.
Oh, yeah.
Why not?
If they really want to send a message, they should Jamarcus Russell his ass.
I mean, look, if you really want to put your foot down, suspend them all of 2022 and suspend them all of 2023, because, like, let's look at it like this. The NFL, they have an image issue now, okay? This has gone on, unfortunately, since Michael Vick. It seems like every year a player is getting into some type of mess. And it just kind of makes me wonder, what company are you keeping around you? You're as good as the company you keep. So therefore, if the people you have around you aren't good, you have to ask yourself this one thing: are they worth keeping around? You guys get where I'm coming from when I say that?
You're absolutely right.
So I also look at it in the aspect of, look, let's just look at everything that's happened in the NFL under Goodell's watch, okay? Michael Vick, 2007. And look, I'm not condoning what Michael Vick did. Never have, never will, because I have a dog, right? Never would I condone what Michael Vick did. But he served he served his time, he did the crime, and he took full advantage of his opportunity, his second chance. I mean, he's a lot more humble now. Remember, Michael Vick was young and dumb at that point. Now he's older, so he's learned from those mistakes, right? I mean, what's another thing? That Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael Vick.
He was.
Michael Vick was really the money man, and then, he got fucked over by a lot of his quote unquote friends.
Yeah.
What about, I got one name to mention, Ray Rice.
Yeah.
There it is. I was about to say Ray Rice.
I was going down the list. I was going down the list. I was going in order, John. You look at 2010, Ben Roethlisberger. He was in not one, but two sexual assault cases, right? And I thought the NFL should have canned him for half a year, 8 games, but they only gave him 6, and then they put it down to 4 for good behavior. Like, what message does that send, right? Sean Payton, the bounty scandal.
But the thing is, apparently, the Roethlisberger message was sent loud and clear because Roethlisberger is now happily married and like a model citizen. So
that doesn't mean anything to me, Chris. Like, when you do something like that, you see, look, the ultimate point that I'm trying to get at with all of this is it's a privilege to play in the National Football League. Not a requirement.
Yeah, it is.
It's like, what did I just say about Henry Ruggs? How many of these young kids are wanting to get their chance to shine, but they've gone undrafted or they just never got their opportunity, right? And so many people would go above and beyond to be placed in that position. So that's number one. And then number two, when you're not with your team, not only are you a representation of the team you play for, you're a representation of the National Football League, the league that you are employed by. So don't make them look bad. And I think a lot of these guys, unfortunately, have poor judgment skills. They're not thinking before they act. And I mean, if there was ever the definition of someone thinking with the head in their pants and not the one on their head, that's Deshaun Watson to a T. You want to send a message, suspend his ass for 34 games.
I mean, Watson, the difference with Roethlisberger and Watson is the sheer numbers. Like, the sheer numbers. Like, Roethlisberger, what was it, like 2 women, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's wrong either way, but Roethlisberger was 2 women. Deshaun Watson, what are we up to now, 30?
No, it's now down to 2. 30 of them took a plea deal.
So 30 of them took a plea deal.
Yeah.
So now we have 2 new ones coming out that aren't taking a plea deal.
They've been, it could be something new, it could be old.
I mean, the thing is, John brought up Ray Rice. Now, Ray Rice hit his wife.
Fiance at the time. They weren't even married yet.
His fiance. All right. Fiance at the time. Yes, it was wrong. It was. His fiance even basically said she was wrong or whatever. It was wrong what he did. Ray Rice even came out and said it was wrong what he did. He was wrong. And then, like, she was like, we're done. We handled it, no more. And, Ray Rice, in the court of public opinion, all of a sudden he was no longer able to play football ever again. And that was the court of public opinion. That one, the NFL suspended him.
Indefinitely.
No,
he never got another job, and he never got another job once again. Not only because of that, but look at how old he was at that time. He was at the age where running backs tend to break down at that point. You see what I'm saying? So that's probably why, and that's another reason why a team didn't even bother to sign him. But not only that, teams don't even want that distraction, and I can't say I blame them.
Man,
that's why no team is going to touch if he gets clear, if he is able to play again. You really think anybody's going to touch Trevor Bauer?
No.
It just makes you long for the days.
Very well could be done.
What?
His career is basically done.
Yeah.
Because nobody's going to touch Trevor Bauer. He could be cleared about everything, but you said the public opinion. That's it.
No, but you know what helps Trevor Bauer with everything? He can, even though if the minute he gets cleared of everything, he can sue the living shit out of Major League Baseball. And get all the money that he was owed for the Dodgers back.
I mean, look, and the crazy thing is, Well, the difference between Ray Rice and Bauer is Bauer's still talking. Ray Rice said his piece and shut the fuck up and still got hammered.
Because Ray Rice doesn't give a shit anymore?
Well, Ray Rice never was a big talker, he never was a flashy guy. You know that from Rutgers.
Yeah.
He was very humble. That's why when somebody's like, oh, that's Ray Rice, holy shit, we never even think about that. And that's why he came out, he apologized, he had his mom, he had his girlfriend, he had his fiance. I mean, everything.
And not only that, I look at the culture that the Baltimore Ravens really built up after Ray Lewis got in trouble, because you didn't hear about anybody getting in trouble.
Yeah.
And Ray was a big reason why, because Ray probably sat everybody down and said, look, don't be like me. And that's why, you never really heard about the Ravens getting too much trouble. But I'll also say this. I remember when the video was released of Ray Rice hitting his fiance at that time. It was released on a Monday, right after week 1 of the 2014 season, right? And Ray Lewis was working for ESPN as an analyst at that time. He was on their Sunday coverage, and he was on Monday Night Football as well. And when they asked him about this, that wasn't an analyst. That was a big brother, because he really had a strong relationship with Ray Rice. I remember the NFL on CBS documenting this little, this bond between Ray Lewis and Ray Rice. So, and he was just devastated. You just saw it in his face. I mean, that was very raw. I'm gonna see if I can find it, because you know what? Here, while we're here, I might as well just try and play the audio. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it on YouTube.
I remember it was.
Got it. I found it. Can you guys hear?
No, I can't hear it.
Turn it up a little.
Can you hear it now?
Yeah.
And so we can speculate about a lot of different things, but I think what we need to make sure is very clear is what we saw in this video was him actually putting his hands on a woman, and that's where it's personal for me.
When you say personal for you, you're impacted your past.
90 seconds.
My mom went through that. And that was one of the greatest things that drove me to make sure.
I can't hear anything.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time hearing. It's breaking up a little bit.
Remember that?
Yeah, let me see if I can find another one.
Well, just send us the clip. We'll watch it afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, let's bring this
It's
in.
okay, like.
Yeah. So let's bring this.
Seconds.
Yes, thank you, Brenda. Let's bring this into the station. Thank you, everybody, for listening. If you like what you heard, follow us on all social media accounts of the Nerd Report Network. Follow us individually on Twitter at F and Ronnie.
At Trips in Danger. Music coming soon.
At the Zombie Master.
At Daily Blitz _61.
At Stuntcock STL.
All right, Ryan, you ready?
I'm ready.
1, 2, 3. Stunt cock.
That was weak.
Are you gonna get in on this one, Chris? Make it louder.
You need a stunt cock with more oomph. I can't believe I just said that.
That's what she said.
Give it
10 seconds.
You need a harder stunt cock.
All right, let's hear it. Come on.
All right, I'm gonna get going. I gotta get ready to bed.
All right.
All right, talk to you guys later.
Later.
Peace.
All right, and with that being said, while I just watched a panda fucking knock out somebody in a pro wrestling match,
Nice.
I saw that clip.
Oh, with that being said, thank you everybody for listening. Join us back here on Monday as we dive into the good, the bad, and the what the fuck in pop culture and pro wrestling. And just come back in and join us during the week while I hopefully fix this issue with Streamlabs and start playing some games